Hey there, Snicker Snacks. Welcome back to Vorpal Tales Presents Awesome Adventures on Onyx Path. As always, I am your host. I stayed at a hotel full of cats, and it was amazing, as you would think it would be. SpaceLordPJs. Let's introduce our intrepid adventurers, Key, Devin, Zach, Dixie, and Eddie. How you doing, Awesome Sauces? Tell us who you are and what you'll be playing tonight.
Yes. Oh, you'll go first? You go first.
I don't know. I don't care who goes first.
I'll go first. Hi,
Okay,
I'm Kisama. Yeah. Hello. You can find me on Twitter at TrueKisama. And tonight I'll be Wamba Big Eyes, our analyst.
Now I'll go. So there. Hi, I'm Dixie Cochran. I am one of the in-house developers at the Onyx Path. I did write on Squeaks in the Deep. I'm super excited about this. I love Squeaks in the Deep. We have less than 2 days to go. Yay! And I will be playing Jusk Everchild, who is a lizard, specifically a snake that is a kind of lizard in Pugmire. And he is an alchemist. And his mom made him this hat so that he would fit in with his mouse friends.
He's the best.
He's pretty great. He's got official art now by Melioran, who is one of the best Exalted artists that we have. So I would highly recommend looking that up on Twitter. It's on the Vorpal Tales Twitter and on my personal Twitter, which you can find at Dixie Cyanide.
There you go. Nice segue. My name is Eddie Webb. My pronouns are he, him. I am one of the in-house developers at Onyx Path Publishing. I am also the developer on Squeaks in the Deep, which is on Kickstarter right now. We have less than 48 hours to go, so if you want to back it, now's the time. And today I'm playing Basil Calabash.
Hello, I'm Zachary Naldret, he, him. Tonight I am playing Sonoran. He is the ruffian rat of our little adventure squad.
Hi all, I'm Devin. You can find me online at Sorta Sullied, and tonight I am playing Stradale McSqueaks, the Rascal Mouse.
Excellent. Awesome to have you all here. We here at Vorpal Tales are being the best allies we can be and encourage others to do the same. Freedom is the right of all sentient beings. Just be excellent to each other. Find ways to get involved and better your community. And for those of you following along at home tonight's awesome adventure is a true favorite of mine. Onyx Path Publishing's Realms of Pugmire, Squeaks in the Deep. Eddie, you said there's only 2 more days for the Kickstarter to go?
Yes, 41 hours actually.
41 hours. Cool.
So we're just going fast. But yes, if you've ever wanted to play a psychic mouse or a rat traveling through the underneath, like we'll be doing tonight, definitely that is the product you want to get on. And if you want to get Pugmire and Monarchies of Mao and other books to kind of supplement your journey, if you hadn't picked them up before, you can get a great deal through the Kickstarter.
Mm-hmm. Even on some of the hard copies, and also some dice and stuff I think might still be available.
Mm-hmm. Yep, and screens and the like. So,
which is super exciting. I love the big deluxe stuff where you can get a bunch of extra things. So if you want like Monarchies of Mao in hardcover, and a bunch of cool dice, and Squeaks in the Deep in a hardcover, and all kinds of cool nifty things, then you can still get that. We've got a bunch of them left. They're exciting.
Wow, cool. Did you pass the, the rabbit goal?
Yes, we did get some stretch goals. Rabbit backgrounds and playable rabbits were all hit, and we've also got some of the VTT stuff unlocked. So if you want to get tokens and maps for things like Roll20 or Astral, those are also stretch goals that we're going to be doing. But we have some more stretch goals that I'm hoping to announce if we get a little further along, perhaps even some more playable options.
I'm really excited about.
I know, but we can't say anything until we hit the stretch goals.
I know, I really hit the stretch goals.
So hit the stretch goals, everyone, so we can find out secret stuff. That'd be awesome.
So Dixie will stop being a whiny person.
We're like $300 away from the ready-made character stretch goal. It was just the last announced one, so we can get $300, and then we can find out.
We can have new stretch goals announced by the first roll of this game.
Possibly.
Oh, cool. All right.
Wouldn't that be cool?
Zach, donate $300.
Somebody give us money.
Well, I mean, I assume James is up and actually updating the Kickstarter, but yes.
Hi, James, if you're watching.
He was updating the Essence one at like 11 p.m. sometimes. I was like, oh, it'll happen tomorrow at like 12:30 in the morning. He's like, James, what are you doing? Go to bed.
James is omnipotent. He's everywhere. He's everything.
Awesome.
Like
Yes.
So thanks to Onyx Path for publishing some really awesome game settings like Pugmire. And you can always find us role-playing, live tweeting, updating, recapping on Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, and YouTube at Vorpal Tales. And most importantly, subscribe to our Patreon at patreon.com/VorpalTales. And with the introductions out of the way, we can get to why everyone's here. Did you know that you could save 15% on your bone impaling insurance by switching to Gecko?
You're proud of that, aren't you?
I have been sitting on that for 2 weeks.
It's been 3 weeks since we played, so it took me a second to remember them. And then as soon as I did, it all came flooding back. I was like, right. They were going to impale us on bones. They wanted us to impale ourselves on bones.
Billion.
And they didn't have any concept of numbers or time. It was great.
Awesome. So yeah, save 15% on your bone impaling insurance. Cool. So tonight we continue our awesome adventure of Squeaks in the Deep, published by Onyx Path. Our story began with our Delvers of the Deep being hired by the Duchess Poppins Gigglebottom von Mal to investigate a hole in the ground that was once the tomb of Sir Walter Wags. It was said that this was the first signs of a curse upon the land, and that the tomb of Wags needed to be recovered. Squeaks and Snick dived into the hole and found a great many dangers, as well as crazed group of geckos with a crazed group of geckos worshipping the white salamander. They then made their way to a bridge that arched into a vast underground ruin of man. They rescued Marmalade the Marketeer, who was a scavenger in the city, and he and his large family and fellow associates had been picking through the city, looking for signs of man when the cult of Labator arrived and terrorized the city with their mad science. Squeaks and Snick were asked by Marmalade to deal with the demons of the market district and bonked their way to success and a key that Marmalade said would allow them access to the glowing radio tower in the center of town. Having made the market square safe for family and friends, the Squeaks and Snick made their decision to seek out the other keys that lay in the districts of the city, starting with the suburb of the dead.
I have to tell you that I'm really mad right now that you haven't been starting these episodes with Squeaker Snacks instead of Snicker Snacks.
Oh, you know what?
I feel like for this series specifically, they should be called
Just
Squeaker
for you,
Snacks.
Dixie, going back and I'm editing that right now.
Hello, Squeaker Snacks.
Get it in the post.
It's not like we're live or anything. No one's watching this.
No.
No.
We told them not to in the first episode. Cool. Where was I? Oh yeah, so Squeaks and Snick, an ornate arch with a giant skull mounted on it, and an old rusted iron gate creaking on its hinges is before you. What do you do? And remember your personal fortune, if you remember it at all. Votes from several weeks ago, and there are 3 group fortune in the pool. So, yeah, what you doing?
So what does the door look like again?
So you're standing in like a town square that's sort of like, it looks like it used to be fanciful and like had a really nice ornate gate and fence around it. It's very tall, iron wrought, and but now it's got like this makeshift sort of skull of some giant beast mounted on it with several other skulls sort of ornately around it, and there's just like this old iron gate that's just squeaking on rusted out hinges. And then beyond is like this circle of old blown out pavilions and like buildings and things that sort of formed a circle around a larger town square where a beam of light is coming up from the center.
Since we were told this is the suburb of the dead, I'm going to use my smell life psychic power to smell a single species of living organism within a 60-foot sphere. So is there any other Squeaks around that are alive?
And in fact, you can kind of see some shadowy figures moving at a greater distance than what you can smell, but they're all like very like rigid in their movements and kind of jagged, and they sort of lumber around, I should say. But around you within 60 feet, there's only the smell of death, basically.
Is the gate locked?
No, it's just sitting there swinging.
I suspect if we pushed open the gate, it would make a very loud noise and attract attention.
I can grease it.
I mean, we would like. Could we do what we just did before, where we just like have them come to us, we bonk them, and then when they stop coming, we go in?
Yes, your GM's totally gonna let you
Can
do.
you bonk the dead?
Didn't we bonk the dead last time?
You did bonk. You bonked demons last time.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Demon, very distinct difference.
Oh,
Yeah.
what's the difference?
I do not know.
Okay.
They spell
One's
differently.
demon and one's dead.
Demons aren't dead.
I mean, but
Until they're dead.
But if
I mean-
demons are dead, then they're not attacking us anymore.
if we
Unless
bonk
they're
things, if we bonk things well enough, they'll stop moving.
If you bonk them, they become dead, yes. But if they're already dead, we do not know if the bonking has a different effect. And nor do I wish to necessarily explore that option at experimental capacity with the potentially large amount of walking figures we see in existence.
I feel dead things.
So we sneak past.
Basil, since you were sort of being observant with your nose, you can be observant with your eyes as well if you give me a
Ooh.
notice check.
I can notice things. I see dead people. Not with a one, I don't.
No. You're like trying to sort of peer in and you look around and you end up leaning against one iron gate that's really not stable, and you just like do that whole thing where you're like, hey, and you fall on the gate, swings open, and you fall.
It's like try to put my nose to the gate to smell better, and then just like.
I was going to grease that first. Why didn't you let me grease it?
I was sniffing.
You don't sniff with your hands or your whole body. That's not how smell works. You sniff with your tongue.
You
You do
argue
notice that something's kind of taken notice of you and is lumbering your way.
We should hide and/or flee.
There are the stones of the iron of the gate and like the fence that encircles this entire place. There's a lot of debris, so yeah, you can easily sort of hide. So you jump behind rocks and some old rotted out barrels and stuff, and the zombie comes lumbering by and like it's sort of like pawing and gnawing at the gate, sort of scratching at it, looking around. You swear like its face is mostly missing, and you swear that it would be sniffing if it could. It's weird, like
Is it just one
half
zombie?
dead. It's just one zombie.
I ease out of cover
Okay.
and I walk up to the zombie and I offer my hand to shake the zombie's hand.
Don't.
And I say, "Can you give us directions? Can I touch the zombie?"
Yeah. What's your AC?
12.
12. It lunges out and you're putting out your hand. You're like, hello, and it just snaps and bites at your fingers and does like 3 damage to you.
Okay, but it is touching me.
It is touching you. Yes.
Burst of electricity.
Burst of electricity. Cool. How much damage does that do?
1d6 lightning damage.
1d6. Okay. Go ahead.
Plus my intelligence modifier, so a total of 8.
Oh, nice. Okay. So it bites you, and then suddenly there's this jolt of lightning out of your body that singes into it, and it just like, and then it falls dead on the ground and kind of explodes into different bits and pieces. There's parts that fall outside of the gate, and then there's parts that fall inside of the gate. And you're standing there for a minute all shocked that this is all happening, and you notice that there's like an arm still inside the gate, and the hand just starts to like reanimate and try to grab the air, while the remainder of the rest of the body that's outside the gate lies still.
I'm still bonking the body parts that fell outside the gate.
They're all bone snaps, and just there's this weird gross squish.
Am I doing good? Am I doing good?
So
It's still bonkable.
if we pick up that arm and we put the arm outside the gate, does it just stop moving as we put it through the gate and then start reanimating the moment we put it back?
Yeah, if it like takes a moment for it to sort of die outside. You like whack it in a minute, and then you toss it back in, and within a few minutes, it starts to reanimate again.
They're
Can
only
I-
alive in there.
Can I smell
I
psionics
don't know.
on it?
There's no psionics on it. It's animated by other means.
Really not by electricity.
Actually, everybody give me notice checks now that you're all sitting there looking at things and messing
No,
with
not
this.
notice. My secret weakness.
Alright.
And just as I did use smell psionics, there is the smells kind of like a gym around me.
If you have no arcana, that'll work too.
What? Oh, okay, that's easier.
9.
9?
Going for crap today. Yeah.
14.
14?
Sorry, what were we rolling?
Arcana or notice?
Notice, I have that. 11.
Okay.
I have miraculously rolled a 0. I got a
Good
nat
job,
1
Wamba.
and I have a -1. Yep. These eyes, they see nothing.
They're so huge. How can you miss everything?
So
They see everything
He
all at
starts
once.
analyzing
They miss the
like
fine
the
details.
wall, just like, I don't see anything, guys. We're safe.
your Snick is actually paying attention and looks down and notices that there's like within the gate there seems to be a faint glitter on the ground, and every once in a while these glyphs sort of light up and flutter about and then disappear. But the ground, there's something on the ground that seems to be magical.
Does it look like a dust or something? Like it's actually like a physically there, or is it more like a light up thing?
It's more like a light up thing where like just runes appear just barely above the ground and then disappear, but it's sort of like a weird cycle or wave that goes across every minute or so. Like a pulse. And you notice it seems to be generating from the center of the town square.
I think we could turn this off.
Turn one off.
Just have a reanimation field, like a field of screams, field of screaming. I think if we turn it off, they will go.
I don't think you can agriculturally cultivate screams.
No, like a field is in an area of ground.
But if you were to scream into boxes and then package them up, couldn't you like sell your screams?
No.
Put people in the ground, like halfway, and told them to scream. Would that be a field of screams?
Yes.
Yeah.
I suppose if you subjected them to cold, they could become ice screams.
So you're saying
What's
if you build
ice
it,
scream?
if you build it, they will come.
Cold.
No, I
So
said
if
if I
we-
destroy it, it will go. That's what I said. I just said it.
So we got to get to the center and destroy the thing. Is what you're saying?
That's what you think right now. Yes.
Well, there's a pulsy thing. It's a. Did none of you see this?
So we turn off the
It's-
pulsy
it's-
thing,
See
and then
what?
the dead things stay dead.
Okay, come out of there so you're not going to get eaten by a zombie. Everybody come back
Okay.
out of the side of the gate. Look on the
Okay,
ground,
Okay.
and just gets like real close to the ground. And keep in mind, Just doesn't have knees, so he's not really kneeling. He's just kind of like bending over, and he points at the little glittery thing that's like pulsing, and he's like, it's happening. It's there it goes. Did you see it? Did you see it? Did you see it?
Oh.
No idea what that means.
Okay, yeah, but
I'm-
that's what's making the things attack us.
I'm gonna go reach out to touch it.
Okay.
Yeah, nothing happened. Like you can
Now
sort of
now
feel...
you can move too.
I don't know what's.
You live! Sonoran lives!
As you
It's a-
put your hands and your feet sort of on the ground within the gates, you do notice there's like a charge to it. Like the hair on your feet and your hands stand up on its end as you sort of press your hand closer down to the ground. And then when that wave of mystical energy comes by and the glyphs all light up on the ground, you can feel like a pulse of energy.
Oh, I can test this. I can test this for us. Hang on. And Jusk pulls a little dried, like, cricket out of one of his many, many potion pouches of weird ingredients, and he just throws it into the field.
Okay.
It's a little dead dry cricket.
Oh, yeah. There's now an undead cricket just sort of chirping this dirge.
See? It makes things alive again.
Necromancer.
I'm not a necromancer. Somebody else is a necromancer. I just
But-
threw my
but
cricket
you're
into
the one
the
that-
necromancy field.
But now your cricket is alive. You made it alive. You necromanced
Well, I'm
it.
gonna make it re-dead when I turn off the thing.
Can you
So-
control it?
In order to
Can you
save the
command
cricket,
it?
I
you
don't
must
know.
destroy this.
Cricket, go bite a zombie. No, I don't think it listens to me.
Maybe it's because you don't speak cricket.
If I scratch at the glyphs, what happens?
You're basically scratching at the ground because the glyphs are like
In the air.
there. In the
Above the
air.
ground.
So, yeah, just slightly above the ground.
I will start to follow the glyphs.
Okay. You do notice that there's a pattern, like it's just circling around the entirety of this very large town square. You can see there are undead around, lumbering about, different kinds, different animals. Some are stitched together in weird ways that are just gross and unholy looking. And you're able to make it up closer to the buildings and stuff. You're just on the outside edge of this big old town square, and you can kind of look down an alley, and you do see like a very large sort of domed building where these glyphs are all around it and fluttering and twinkling, and it seems like there's an energy field, and every once in a while here towards the center, when that pulse happens, the glyphs light up brighter. And it seems to fade. Like you were just seeing sort of faded versions, like this. The energy is getting weaker as it gets to the edge, and the edge seems to be where the gate is, and the center where it's just stronger is in the middle. Again, give me give me if you have nature, you can roll it. If you have no nature, if you have no arcana, you can roll it. Otherwise, this is going to be another notice check.
Are you kidding me? Another one.
I rolled a 1, which means I rolled a 7, technically.
We got 3 ones here because I rolled a 1.
Okay.
We're
wow.
the best.
Okay,
Oh my
Sonoran.
gosh.
If it makes it up for it, I rolled a 20 on my notice check.
Oh, good, because I rolled a 3.
Nice.
He gave you your energy.
and that's
Or-
before my proficiency and notice for.
I mean, with everything added together, I did get like an 8, but
Yeah, I
Natural one.
technically got a 7.
I botched.
Yeah, I got a
Everyone-
7.
I rolled better than everyone by being a natural 2.
Good job, Sergio.
Nice. So the lot of you are all like sort of peering around a corner, and then somebody slips and then hits the next person, and you end up in a pile on the ground. Meanwhile, Sonoran is looking around and noticing there's a very bright pillar of light, green, eerie light coming out of that domed centerpiece. Meanwhile, he glances around and he notices there's smaller pillars of light that seem to pulse, and they pulse inward, and then it hits the center, and then it pulses outward towards the edge of the square there. And yeah, it seems to be that there's multiple mechanisms that are generating this alchemic mandala that's on the ground.
All right, y'all. So I got 2 things. So there's the other posts that are connected to the big post, the big beam.
Huh?
So either the big beam is sending energy to the little beams, or the little beams are feeding energy to the big beams.
I bet if we break all 3 of them, it will mean the same thing.
Or we will explode.
Well, we'll break them from a distance.
That's fair.
We'll destroy this field of screams.
Probably.
We could test it. We can destroy one, and see what happens to the other ones.
Should we destroy a little one first? In case it does
Yeah.
explode, it'll be a smaller explosion. I don't usually advocate for smaller explosions, but I feel in this
I
case
don't.
should.
No,
Yep.
no.
So someone watch. So I'll go take out this one, and I'll point to one of the little ones, and someone watch that little one, and that way we can see what happens.
I said take it out from a distance. You're going to go bonk it, aren't you?
I can do from a
It is a very short distance.
I was gonna bonk. Yeah.
I'm
What
going
if it
to
explodes?
I'm going to support
Have a
Sonoran
shield.
from far away.
Okay.
Why don't one of us that has like a magic bolt sort of spell use it?
No,
I
I
got
believe,
that. I can do that.
I believe Sonoran has a plan.
Okay, as long as Sonoran has a plan, I'll let Sonoran do his plan.
All right.
So Sonoran's gonna go bonk the big.
No, the little one.
Literally.
I will head to about 60 feet away from, I think 60 feet's the range. We'll say 30 because I
Okay.
don't want to look it up right now. And I'm going to use Mental Ray on it,
You're using mental ray on what?
on one of the little beams.
So you notice as you creep in further that the little beams are coming out the tops of roofs of buildings, and they seem to be housed inside of makeshift sort of rebuilt buildings that you have to walk inside.
Can I just shoot the top of the building?
I mean, the arrow would
Is
hit
it-
the.
It's psychic ray. I'm not, or mind ray.
So,
whatever.
yeah.
I'm not sure that'll actually do anything to a mindless object.
Right.
I have an intelligence of 8. I'm not sure that that's not true. Whether or not it's true.
I hear
My
the
character
building
has not-
screaming, I swear.
I could be creepy and go look inside the top. And see what's up
could.
there.
That could work better than my plan.
Are you going to snack up the wall?
I'm gonna snack up the wall. First,
So-
I'm gonna look. First, I'm gonna be creepy. By that I mean stealthy.
All right, go ahead and roll.
Woohoo! 14.
14.
Actually rolled
Nice.
something.
So you're like snecking behind pillars, snecking along roofs, and you notice with your sneck eyes that there is just a ton. You didn't see it before, but there's a lot of lumbering about zombies and creatures here in the center, almost like they're drawn to that centerpiece, that large sort of dome building. Whereas there's others just sort of lingering about, sort of milling about, doing their own thing, mindlessly. It seems they have no. It seems that they have no drive. And when you reach the closest smaller pillar of light in its building, you sneak up to the top and you realize that that light's sort of coming out through the stones themselves. So you sneak down and you kind of poke your head in, and inside you see a pillar. And at the center of this pillar is like this green rock and this energy that seems to be held in some sort of strange stasis field.
Do I recognize the rock?
No, it looks like a weird alchemic stone, or just yeah, you would, because you're an alchemist.
I say I'm an alchemist. Like
yeah.
maybe I know.
Yeah, so you would know, and you kind of get the feeling that somebody's doing some weird high level like alchemist stuff with necromantic energies that's causing this whole strangeness.
Okay, I'll sneak back.
You sneak back.
I'll sneak back.
Easily sneak back to your group.
And I'll tell them what I have found, which is there are a lot of zombies in the middle, more than we saw before. They seem to like the green light, and also the green light is coming out of rocks. I don't know if you can bonk the rocks.
Is there a way that we could possibly extinguish the light and therefore?
I don't know. It's a rock. I could put a bag over it. Do you want me to bag that? It's coming through the stones, so I'm not sure a bag would actually help, but I could try. I could try my hat. I put my hat on it. Although I do like my hat.
I
It's a
wouldn't
nice
think you
hat.
destroy your hat.
Well, how big are the stones?
Maybe Sonoran could put his shield in front of one, and we could see what happens.
How big are the stones? Trey was asking.
Yeah, how big
Yeah,
are
how
the
big are the stones? Guide?
Just like, yeah,
Because
they'd
yeah,
fit in your
I-
hands.
That is bonkable size. Or yeah, we can throw them in a bag and see if it stops it. I'm not holding the bag though, because that doesn't sound.
Put it into the bag and then bonk it.
Yes.
Double team it. I like it.
Do a good bag and bonk.
Wow. Okay, as you move, if you're moving that way, the person with the lowest stealth, give me a roll.
Not me.
Lowest.
Is there like a modifier that you're looking for?
Yeah,
Or-
lowest
Dexter-
modifier.
My dexterity is +1.
I feel like Wamba should stand back and keep watch. I have no bonuses to this.
My dexterity is actually 0, but I get advantage on stealth checks as a serpent. So
I will
that's
point
why
out that last time
Nice.
Wamba kept watch, he stared at a wall.
That's true. That's true.
You should
Okay.
probably go with the Mwamba.
Yeah, I should probably go with them so I don't get snuck up on. Yeah.
All right, roll that.
These
stealth.
eyes, they have tunnel vision.
You don't want to get bagged or bonked.
I got a 19.
19.
Wow.
Nice.
Wow.
Wow. So the rest of you all sort of like keep looking back at Wumba, like, oh, he's gonna fuck this up. Oh, he's gonna fuck this up. But no, he's like following along, doing mouse snick stuff, and gets to the archway. That's the building. You all sort of huddle inside on the inner walls, and you're looking, and you see what your snick saw earlier, and there's this pillar in the middle with these energies sort of arcing off this rock that's in the center. And now that you're here inside getting a closer look, you can see that there's 2 other pillars next to it with these strange skulls flanking the rock pillar.
How are they strange? Like, how are they strange to us as characters?
They don't look like any animal shape that you would notice. Also, there's a 3rd eye hole.
No, yeah, that's weird.
That would definitely
That's
tip it over
strange.
the edge.
What kind of animal makes that skull?
Where is the 3rd ice hole? Is it up here or down here?
It's like up on the forehead area.
Okay.
A
So it's like a
salubri?
triclops instead of like a big.
Yeah,
Hole
it's a
right there.
triclops. Yeah.
So
It's
is
a
it like?
salubri.
So is it like a skull? Like, is it like a normal
Regular
animal skull
size.
that like the jaw comes out from where the head is, or is the jaw flat in with the cheeks and the forehead?
Like, you're not an anatomy professor, but you're like, that doesn't look like any skull or any like head shape that I've ever seen.
And it's like a normal size. It's not like super big.
Yeah,
or-
it's not super big or anything. It fits on a small pillar pedestal.
And the skulls are facing the rock.
They're actually looking in your direction.
Do they follow us when we move?
I don't know. Give me a notice check.
Ah.
Anyone? Or
We'll say that since Wumba said it, Wumba roll.
Wamba roll.
That's a 12 total.
12 total. You move and like you squint with your big glasses, and you're. Is it? No, it's not.
Take
It's
off the
not moving.
glasses, rub them.
Yeah, rub
Get a
them.
nice
Like, rub
big
your
eyed
eyes.
look. and then
Like, no,
glasses
it's
back
not.
on.
It's not moving. That would be weird.
I'm gonna hold my paw up in front of the eyes and be like, "Try it again, Wumba."
Why don't you just poke it? Knock it off the thing. Poke it.
Oh
with your-
yeah.
Poke it.
You poke it.
Okay.
With your weapon, like from far away. Like poke it.
Oh, you mean bonking?
I'm gonna poke it with the mace and not with the with the flail and not with the mace.
So you swing it around and you you try to give me an attack roll.
That is a 20
A 20. Nice.
plus 5.
Storm makes all dice rolls going forward.
Nobody can roll but Snoring.
No.
Excellent. Yeah. You whack it and you can hear this crack. And as soon as
Excuse
you-
me. He bonks it.
He bonks it. I'm sorry. You bonk it and you hear a bonk, and you as soon as your flail hits it, it does. You can hear it crack and sort of splinter the bone. How much damage did you do?
I did not roll damage.
Oh, roll damage.
11 million.
To
20.
that is 5 damage.
5 damage. As soon as your flail bonks the side of it, these 3 eye stalks come shooting out of it that are like little eyes with jaws around them, and they shoot out at you and like bite try to bite you on your neck and everything. And you feel like they're trying to dig into your head. And they do 5 damage against you. And I'll need everybody's initiative rolls.
Yes, please.
Irks.
By everybody's, we mean the highest.
Whoever wins.
Right.
That's right.
11. I rolled above a 10. Okay.
I'm proud of you.
I might win initiative with this. 20.
Ooh.
Wow.
Okay, so
Stradeo.
Stradeo can also roll.
Sordeo is now allowed access to dice.
It's
All right,
because
Stradeo.
I decided to swap. To my glitter die.
My orange
Filled with
dice are
glitter.
currently betraying me. I should probably switch.
I'm
them.
actually using the official Pugmire dice, and they're not doing good for me. So this is
Oh.
Well, it's
So-
because you're playing Squeaks in the Deep, Eddie. What are you doing?
So I'm using the Monarchies of Mao dice, and it's the yellow one, D20, that's gotten
that's-
all the 20s.
okay. I'll switch
White
to that one.
D20 is not doing 20s.
I'll switch to the yellow one then. There we go.
All right.
Sordeo goes first.
Stradio, you're first. What do you do? As these-
So, how big are these things overall? Like
like I said,
you said
they're
they
as,
came
they're
out
as
of the-
big as a normal size head. They just had these weird tentacle protrusions coming from the eye holes now.
Okay. Well then, I will maintain a reasonable distance and shoot it with my longbow,
Okay.
or shoot the one that Sonoran hit.
All right.
That is a 12.
A 12. A
Because-
12 hits.
Pulled out my
Oh,
spell dice.
sweet. All right. That is 9 damage then.
9 damage. Nice. Cool. That one's not looking so hot. Who would you like to go next?
I will let Sonoran bash it one more time.
For reference, does the other skull have eye things popping out of its eye holes
Yeah.
as well?
As soon as you hit the other one popped up
Both
instead
of
of
them do.
floating around. Yeah.
I want to take my shield and shove it up against the skull
Mhm.
and kind of squish the eye sockets in between the skull and the shield.
Okay.
Would a shield proficiency add to my dice roll on that?
Technically, yes, it would if you're using the shield to attack.
Okay. And that would be a strength roll, so it's my strength modifier. So
Strength plus proficiency, yeah.
does an 11 hit?
11 misses. You go to like slam your shield up against it and it just jukes out of the way, and then like its eye stalks try to grab at you. As I'm going to spend a fortune and try to eat your brain.
How are they moving? Are they like, do they have legs now?
Nope, they're floating.
Oh, they're floaty skulls. Got it.
Yep, floaty skulls. Does a... Where did it go? Does a 19 hit you?
It does.
It does. Take 5 more damage, and then give me a constitution check.
Okay, constitution check is a 19.
Nice. You can feel this thing as the stalk hits you. It's always aiming for your head, and you can feel like it latches on and tries to like dig into the side of your head, but you're able to like just rip it off and pull it away.
Cover your heads, it's attacking my head. And I am going to pass off to Basil.
Actually, it's my turn. But Basil can go. Yeah, Basil's a good choice.
So I think we've escalated officially to these things need to go away. So I'm going to spend 2 of my slots to do Hyperthermic Blast, which allows me to do 3 ranged attacks.
Oh, nice.
Let's divide them up. There's 3 of them, right?
There's 2 of them.
2 of them. Okay, well then I'll do 1 for each, and we'll see what third one goes.
Okay.
So, God bless. I'm assuming 9 fails,
Mm-hmm.
but the other one is 14.
That hits.
Okay, so that hits 1, and I'll shoot the other one with the same number. So, okay.
Nice.
So I do hit 1 each.
Okay. What's the base damage on that?
It's 2d6 cold. So I rolled 8 plus 2 is 10 for one, and 11 for the other.
Cool. So the first one gets hit with a bolt of cold air, and it starts to frost over, and you can see the stalks like they're trying to survive, but they just all get frozen, and the whole thing falls on the ground and shatters into a million different ice shards. The other one's not looking so great either. It's like rigid, and like the ice stalks look like it's hard to move.
And Sonoran's gone, and Stradeo's gone. I'm gonna risk it and let Wamba go.
Yeah. Risk it. Okay.
Well, I mean, I was debating whether the NPC should go or if we can take it out before the NPCs come around. That's what
I mean, you could also have jesked it, but you didn't.
I could have, but I want to see what Wamba does.
Save the Jesk for last.
Reserve Jesk.
I need to ask, would parapsychology work on these floating skulls? Like mental effects, psychic effects.
Yeah, totally would.
Okay, lovely. I would like to use a magnitude 2 ability called empathic polarization.
Okay.
So all of my allies get +3 to attack rolls and saving throws,
Oh, nice.
and all hostile creatures get a -3 to attacking rolls and saving throws.
Okay.
That's my turn. Just looking around at the battlefield and like giving little, like, there, strike there, watch out.
Nice. Excellent.
Nice.
Who's next?
Me or the
Or
skull?
slithery little sneaky snake, perhaps.
Sneaky snake. Well, having seen what Basil was just able to do, I am going to cast Elemental Ray on the one that is not looking so good.
Okay.
Cold damage specifically.
All right.
For the poor thing. Hey,
For
this
sure.
die is way better. Nat 20.
It explodes.
So 26, yeah.
It-
I want
You
to
just-
roll damage. No.
Go ahead.
No, I'm not going to. It's fine.
You hit it with elemental ray. It frosts over, and then again that one too falls on the ground and shatters into a million ice shards. And you notice the rock itself, like that green, weirdish green flame that's around it, sort of flares up a lot, but then goes down to a smoldering around the rock that's in the center.
I want to examine the rock closer now that we're here.
You get up close and you're looking at it, and you're like, it looks hot, but not.
Poke it with a stick.
Yeah.
Well, you're going to put it in a bag and bonk it.
You
Put it in the bag. I'll look. I'll be lookout, and I'm gonna go in and look at the door and see if anything's coming now that the green light is gone.
Nothing's coming at this moment. You bag it, and then you bonk it on the ground, and you can hear it shatter, and then your bag flares up in this green flame. But inside the rock just turns to pebbles, and kind of like it all flames away and burns away.
Oh, I wanted some of that.
There's one tiny little pebble left.
I put it in a little flask.
Is there rock ash?
No, it actually evaporated into nothingness, except for the small pebble.
In a little flask.
Did we just breathe that in?
Yes,
He
you probably did.
Imagine the power we may contain now.
Or tastes bad.
I think it rocks.
A little coppery. Maybe that's why it was green.
Every time I talk, Eddie gets madder at me. I can just see his
Why do I
face.
give you work again?
Oh. All right.
I'm gonna use Mend Flesh on myself
Okay.
to kind of heal up. I got a 4, so that's 5 with my modifier.
Excellent.
And if anybody's looking at Sonoran, if you've seen like how a chihuahua shakes. Snorin's kind of shaking like that while he does this.
Are you ill? Do you need assistance?
I'll be okay. I'll be okay. Just for a moment.
Okay.
And you notice some of the damage that the skull eye stalk things did fades away, and then he stops shaking.
Oh, excellent. All right, I understand the signs. I'm gonna look outside, see if any of like the wandering corpses have stopped moving or gotten smaller, or if any kind of visible effect of us.
Agitated.
Yes.
Nothing yet. It's almost like the energies of the other pillars in the square are still maintaining at a level that nobody would quite notice.
We go to the other small one now. Now that we know what to expect.
Maybe we should check both.
But the big one has lots of zombies near it, and the smaller one does not.
We have another bag.
True.
I have so many bags. I'm just dripping in bags over here.
Because if we sneak up on them and we put the bags over the skulls in the next place, then the eye things can't come out because they're in the skull.
That's a good
Or they're in the
idea.
bag.
I have a small pot
Oh.
somewhere.
Yes, that'll work. We can do
Certainly can't do too many more of those hypothermic blasts.
I can do the other one all day, but it's not nearly as good as yours.
Right, I can stab it from a distance.
Galvanism is a harsh science.
So, as you look out the door and you're trying to notice things, and you notice that there's 5 other small pillars of light around this town square. So, there's 5 others of these buildings. Which one do you go to next?
How did we not see this earlier? Why did we think there were only 2?
I don't
Because
know.
of the angles.
We're bad at looking at things.
Because the angles, because the other ones were blocked and they were.
But we can
that
see
one,
the
we gotta-
beams of light. Do you not think
I
that
fear
these
the
popped up
dyscalculia
after
is-
we killed this one?
Perhaps we're losing numbers.
Well,
This was the closer
I-
one, so there was a brighter light. And
You
there was
think we
distraction
gave
from the
some-
other lights.
Did we give the
I
numbers?
thought
to
we were
the
just
geckos?
counting this one.
I was just about to say, maybe you hung out with the geckos too long and you don't remember how to count.
But no, we were. There were 2 lights.
There are
And
4
now-
lights.
There were 2 lights. And now there are 5 lights, which means there were 6 lights, but we can see the beams, and there were
No.
only 2 beams before. Unless they're somehow concentrated into individual beams, like 3 little beams
Yes.
to a big beam.
Jessica,
What?
let us simply destroy them in order.
But what if we destroy one and 5 more pop up?
Well,
Then
check
we will
What if
destroy
that's
them.
what just
Then we know
happened?
that this is the city of the undead Hydra.
Right, that's what I'm saying. What if we just destroyed this rock and then it turned into 4 more rocks?
Basil turns and goes towards the next pillar.
Okay.
Do you
well,
turn
then-
left or you do turn right?
I turn left.
You turn left. All right,
I turn
cool.
360.
And
You are
go
walking
nowhere.
forward.
Squeaks!
Okay, Macho Man. So you turn left and you go and you come up to again. Hey Wamba, give me a sneak roll.
Your mug had a nose there. That was exciting, Mr. Dan.
That's a 16.
It's so cute.
Nice. Again, you're like, I can do this, and like you, like Jess goes and does sneaky stuff, and you're doing that mimicking of just like doing exactly what Jessica's doing, and
Only with legs somehow.
Yeah, and you're
No
doing it-
legs. It's just very awkward. Just
And Stradeo is just kind of sitting behind him like, how is this working?
He's just on
Have
his stomach,
knees.
like just sinking along. Like, I don't know how Jusk does this, but it's hard. Like, my bones are different.
So you end up at the next building with one of these small pillars of light, and you duck inside real quick, and you see this sort of makeshift statue has been built in the shape of nothing in particular, but it has 2 outstretched hands, and in one hand is another of those weird flaming rocks, and the other one is another open palm.
I put the pebble in the palm.
Where's the skulls?
So when Jess goes to put the pebble in the other palm, quickly, like the one hand that's empty goes and slams down on the one that is full, and then it slowly draws it back. As if you're going to try to do something with that flaming rock, you have to be very quick about it.
Well, it didn't do what I thought it would do, which was some very cool magic thing where it like duplicated the rock, but it did teach us something, so I'd say that's useful.
I have a potential plan, but it will require even more of my power.
What if we just shoot it with the arrow?
Yeah, I was gonna say, why don't I just
That's true.
shoot it?
Let's try that first.
You shoot an arrow and it bounces right off the rock. And again, like that other hand palm comes down and like smashes your arrow.
That's not very nice.
So
That's mean.
the other hand is grabbing.
It's doing this.
So basically, it's treating it like it's a nun doing this, smacking the palm.
Someone in
Well,
chat said
back.
it was doing the magma reina. Hey, magma reina.
Hey!
Ooh.
I liked it. I'm looking up spells. I'm sorry. I'm looking at spellbook.
Consult your tome.
Called Monarchies of Metal.
Well, if it's speed that we have to do, then I can just, double insurance by heightened reflexes, which is supposed to give me 2 actions around.
Ooh.
I suppose that would make me quick enough. I would hope.
It's more
What
of
if we work together as a team? So if I stick my hand in and get smacked, while it's smacking me, you grab it.
What if it crushes the bones of your paw?
could be a problem.
I'll stick it out with my shield, so it smacks my shield.
What if it breaks the bones of your shield?
Then it is very strong.
I have so many questions.
I have so few answers.
That's why we work so well together, Snorin. What if perhaps you tried to hold down the hand that is empty so it does not move while we grab the stone from the other hand? Because you are a strong rat.
We could hang on to the wrist. All of us.
All right, I'll try it.
A wombo 8.
What?
Everybody else ready?
So somebody
Okay.
who's gonna grab the rock and who's hanging on the other arm?
Yeah, who's the really fast one?
Well, Stradeo's the one that's very fast, right?
Yes.
Okay, so all 4 of the rest of us who aren't Stradeo are going to
Okay.
put our full
Yeah.
weight onto this the 2 arms. Like two
Alright.
two on each arm.
I dig
Just
it.
in case the other arm can also move.
Stradeo, give me your best. Ooh. What's your highest dex skill that you have? Like balance, I would imagine.
Balance is 6, sneak is an 8.
I'll let you roll your sneak.
Do I get the advantage part?
I'll tell you what happens if you roll well enough.
Okay. That's an 18 base, so that is
18
a
base.
26.
So, wow, you blew it out of the water. Awesome. You did.
Nice.
So the other 4 of them are hanging onto the arm, and when you go to reach your hand in, it senses you, and it tries to come over and slap you and do damage to you. But with the 4 of them, they get lifted off, and it's just like one of those arm wrestling matches where like somebody's like you trying to use both hands to hold the other guy back, and it causes it to pause long enough for you to easily reach in there, and you're actually very quick about it. You're like, I could have done this without them, but you're able to snatch that rock, and they can't hold it longer, and they all get flung off, and it ends up slamming in the other hand. But this time, it actually slams in the other hand, and the entire statue just falls into bits. And now you have this. The rock itself sort of dims and goes to a smoldering, just like you can see little lights and alchemic characters flowing through the rock itself. But Jessica actually has the opportunity to take one of these now.
Pebble. New pebble.
I was gonna say, Jessica, why don't you look at this and maybe you can break all of them at once?
Yes, I will
If
put
you
it in this
magic
tiny
this.
plastic vial I found.
It's got writing on it.
You need one of your bigger beakers to put this stone inside of it.
I will put them in this plastic vial. Do you like me covering up all the information on here? Just picking up meds off my desk. These are cat meds. Appropriate for this game.
But you're playing a snake. How does that work?
Well, it's so I can medicate cats if they need it. I try to be helpful to all species.
There you go. Cool.
Catnip.
Like how I fit in with mice. I figure if we find an injured cat, I have medication for it. If it has a small rash,
It's because of puke
It was gotten from queso.
She was just in here. Where'd she go? Anyway, cool. So yeah, you peer outside, and again you notice you do see the all the undead seem a little more agitated and a little more aggressive. A couple of them are fighting each other. Some of them are like scratching at pillars and things. They're starting to get more agitated. As there's
important question though, how many towers are left?
4.
Oh, okay.
17.
Well, no,
Sorry.
4 is good. Because if we destroyed one and it made 4 more, like I thought in the beginning, that would be a problem. But it seems like that's not the case.
16.
That's not how numbers work.
16, 12, 45. Hut.
4 billion.
Oh no.
I quit.
No, there are 4 other pillars.
4 billion pillars. Got it.
The one that you've already touched is to your right. The one that you haven't gone, there's another one to your left that you haven't gone to, as well as and they're all kind of a circle around the domed building in the center.
So it's like a 6-pointed star kind of thing.
Kind of, sort of, yeah.
Should we just keep going in a straight line, or should we take them out evenly somehow?
Well, if there's a circle, we probably should go around the tower.
Well, no, I know that's what I meant. I know if we should take out 2 and then 2 and then each point like it was a problem. I don't know. I'm overthinking things. It's what I do.
There's one in front of us. We should go for that one.
Okay, let's go to that one.
Scurry over.
I don't scurry. I slither.
You slither. I'm sorry. I apologize. Wamba. Roll that sneak check.
Did it finally happen?
That's a 7.
That's a
There
7.
it is.
There it is.
You have fortune, don't you?
We've
Yay.
Do I
fortune
want
You
as
to
well.
use it? Right.
Spend fortune,
would do
get
what
devoured
for
by
us here?
zombies.
What would spending fortune do for me here? Do I roll
If you
again?
spend a
You
fortune, you
reroll.
get to reroll, and you
Okay.
can choose
Yeah.
a better result.
Lovely. That's a 10
Total?
total.
Okay. You do better, and you end up sort of like propping up against the pillar, but a stone falls, which then catches the attention of a few zombies. So you all have to make it in there quicker, and you realize that you're kind of pressed for time on this next one. So you're standing in another one of these cobbled together buildings, and you see another pedestal with like a bowl on top.
Look in the bowl.
Is there a stone anywhere?
There's a stone inside, yeah.
Okay.
Inside the bowl.
Inside
What's the
the
bowl
bowl.
made of? What's it made of?
Stone itself, but not like the alchemic stones. It's just a normal stone bowl with a liquid inside of it that's covering the alchemic rock gem.
Is it blood?
Okay.
No, it seems to be a murky, viscous liquid.
I
How-
have a little like ladle
How-
thing that I dip in, like a little small one.
Okay. You dip that ladle in,
It's
and
a wooden ladle, by the way.
oh, wooden ladle, and you try to like scoop the rock out, and it
Oh no,
seems
I was
like-
just trying to look at the liquid.
I was just giving you extra stuff. So
But
that you
okay,
know.
sure.
And like your ladle, like no matter what you do, the rock always falls out, and then you pull the ladle out, and you realize that the end is it's like death of the wood as it rots away to the parts that actually touch the liquid.
You shouldn't put your hand in there, your paw. You should not put a paw
Oh.
in there.
Sonoran, do not bonk it.
How
I mean-
full is this bowl?
It's pretty full.
It is covering the rock, so.
And it's covering the rock. And you see scrawled on on the pillar, it says, "Drink me."
Well,
Okay.
I'm not dumb. No.
Okay, hear me out.
Oh no.
What if we put a hole in the bowl, and then the liquid comes out, and it leaves the stone behind?
Huh.
So we're gonna make it holy. Sounds good. That's clever. I'll give that
How
to you.
are we going to make it holy? Are we going to, like, I can break the entire bowl. Probably.
That could probably work too. Yeah.
Just crack the bowl.
Yeah.
How big is this bowl?
It's fairly big. Like it would take 2 hands to hold.
Okay.
Like
And it can be lifted?
Yes, it does come off the pedestal.
What if we just
dump
tip
it
it
over.
over?
I was
But
like,
just turn it upside down.
You do that.
Tip it over,
and
let most of it flow out.
The liquid stays in the bowl.
Oh, so
Turn
it's
it upside down?
Jello. Excellent.
it's
We already
acid
did that.
jello. Great.
What if we turn it over and just start
Shit.
Bonk it.
shake it?
And
bonk
try
it?
to shake it. Like it splatters and spurts as if like you were shaking water if it was turned upwards, but it doesn't lose any of its liquid.
Okay, so I think we
What
should
if we add
destroy the
liquid?
bowl. Oh, we can try that first. Pour some water from a flask in it.
It doesn't seem to add to it, but you can tell like the water that goes in, it immediately turns to like the same murk.
What if I put a drop of healing potion in it?
That's a good question. That is a very good question.
Because I have a health flask.
That
I'm gonna
is
put a little drop of healing potion in it.
Yeah. I'll
Makes
let you drop
margarita.
that in.
It makes a mojito.
Mojito.
It makes minty fresh death.
It you can actually see like the healing potion. It's like oil and water, or like the healing potion sort of keeps separated from the other liquid that's in there.
Interesting. Does anybody have more liquids we can put in?
Spit in it.
Like spit in it. Do it. Nobody
Wait,
pee in it though. We might have to drink it.
It's just really kind of gross now that there's spit in it.
Wait.
What?
Can't a bunch of y'all do cold stuff? My friend Xanomancer,
Yes.
he could make cold stuff and he would make things freeze.
Oh, I can
and
make
then
it
he
cold.
would subscribe to
Well, I
things.
mean, we
So
okay.
he
we
would
can try it, you know?
subscribe to things.
Did you see Xanomancer?
Yeah.
And I would thank him for making ice cubes.
Okay, I can
Okay.
make it cold.
Yeah, sure. I start to do temperature control to drop the temperature.
Yeah, and
I'll
I'll
also do-
elemental ray it to help out.
I'll also do temperature control.
I'll give
Yeah.
encouraging support. You got this.
As it the only thing that's actually affected is the healing potion itself, but now you have like an ice cube that can move, that's moving inside the potion. You're very careful not to get your hands in the liquid because you know that would be bad, but you can kind of move the stone around with
Oh.
that.
I was like, can we push on the ice cube that's frozen and use it to shove the stone out of the bowl?
You'd have to be very... Somebody's going to have to put their hand in that bowl to do that.
I have an
Alright.
alternative.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So the healing potion, how much of it do we have?
I have
Better
3
question.
doses.
How much would be required to fill enough of this bowl so that it could freeze around the thing in the bottom so that we could pick it up
I don't know that
as
it
one
was.
big frozen chunk?
I don't know that it was denser than it. It was just kind of floating around in it.
Yeah, but it was. He's saying because it's
We were to like
separated,
freeze it
to,
as
like,
we
create
push
a
down on
layer.
the cube.
Yeah, to like
No,
create a
wait.
layer to keep it away from everything else, so that we could just pop it out of the rock, the
Yeah.
bowl.
If you pour one more in there, and then you can actually get like sort of a frosted disc, or you can even try to freeze around the rock. And with that, it actually pops out onto the surface and you're able to pull it out.
Wasted one of my healing flasks, but okay.
No, because they're frozen, which means now you can clean it off and let it melt back into the bottle.
That is true. You do just have ice cube versions of healing potion that you can just.
You're so smart.
I'll give you 2
I'm not the
fortune
one
for
with
that.
flasks.
Yeah, you get 2 fortune for that. Yeah, but I live in the desert. I'm a snake. I don't deal with frozen shit that often. All right.
That was really clever.
That's
That was
brilliant.
awesome.
That was really cool. Bravo.
Thank you.
Cool.
Now we have the rock.
Gotta get out of here.
Is the rock still glowing?
Yeah, it's like this one breaking up
Is it
into little
dimming?
pieces.
As soon as it's pulled out of that bowl, even when you break it out of the ice, it does the same thing that the other one did.
Ask.
You seem to
Okay.
be acquiring a collection of gravel.
It's magic gravel. Or sorry, it's scientific gravel. I forgot it was with mice. Rodents. It's very
Gravel
scientific
of
gravel.
science.
It has special properties, and your people might want to study it as well as my own.
I completely agree, but perhaps a different time.
And so,
What other time am I going to be near the magic gravel? Science gravel, science rocks,
If we
science.
take the science gravel with us, then we can absorb
Alright.
it.
That's what I'm doing. I'm putting it in little flasks so
Right.
it can go with us back home. I'm not looking at it now.
so Basil and Jess are having this conversation while the rest of you can kind of turn around over your shoulders and see that the archway that was leading into this room is now filled with zombies.
Oh,
And that's
no.
where we'll take a quick break.
But science gravel! Oh no!
Hey there, Squeaker Snacks? Yeah, Squeaker Snacks. Nailed it. We're back. And our Squeaks and Snacks are about to be attacked by a horde of zombies. So, what do you Squeaks and Snacks do?
I'm assuming that we roll initiative.
Or flee.
Or flee.
Or flee. We'll do this in an interesting way.
Okay.
I need you to choose, each of you choose a save that you're going to use to try to get out of the situation of these zombies just pouring into the room and how you get out of this building. So while I fix anomalies in the overlay, apparently, you guys talk about what you're going to do, and then we'll see what happens.
Okay, I've got multiple things I can do that would help.
Okay.
I can do mirror image, so I can make a fake me.
That's good.
I could do grease. I could make them greasy on the ground, make them fall over. And I could also do a smoke bomb and make them confused and blind for 2 rounds.
Now, that is assuming they aren't already confused and or blind because
True.
they are zombies.
Yeah.
I don't know how zombies work. I'm just offering things I can do to help. I'm Jessica, I'm helping. I've got a firebomb too. You want a firebomb? I could firebomb them.
I can
Fireball
put-
them.
If I
Oh,
put
yeah.
up my shield and just run, I could probably mow them over, and then everybody just falls out behind me.
Is there a back exit from this place though? That's what I don't know. Sean?
Oh,
Somebody could make a back exit. How about I give you that?
With fire bombs.
Or a shield,
Fireballs.
apparently.
Or shield.
Shield wall.
I could just
Might-
Shield
see
wall.
Sonoran making that perfect like rat-shaped hole in the wall like in a cartoon.
The ancient word of man has told us that if you run the wall hard enough, you'll make it outlets of exactly your shape.
Oh yes, I have seen those films. they are often mice and cats and occasionally a really annoying rabbit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Currently, in the setting as it is, rabbits cannot talk. I don't understand this.
Perhaps if man were to shower us more money, then perhaps
If man would rain fortune down upon our heads, then perhaps one day other species could be uplifted as we are.
perhaps in the next 39 hours or so.
You know,
I'm a snake. I don't even worship man. I worship the sun.
cool. So, what's your plan? Somebody gonna blast a hole out the back, and then somebody hold off the zombies, and you try to get out?
So we're doing just via saving throws?
Yeah, as if you're trying to do something in the middle of something, and you end up, have to save yourself. So,
Because I'm
yeah.
I'm actually going to. I mean, if the plan is going to be like to blow a hole out back of the wall, I'm actually going to go in front of the zombies and go, look, there's something behind you, and like try to make a charisma saving throw to convince them that there's something even more terrifying behind them.
I dig it.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and roll that one, and let's see what happens.
Are zombies susceptible to charisma?
We'll find
Wow,
out.
that's a charismatic mouse. I no longer want brain.
Well, I mean, with a 19,
A 19. So you're like, what is that? And for a moment, they all stop, and they're like, huh? And they all slowly turn around, and for a moment, they're all dazed and stunned as they're trying to figure out what's going on behind them.
woohoo!
So who's next? What's the next action that's going to happen?
I'm just standing there with my shield up, ready to get in the way of whichever one gets closest to the group.
I mean,
So
could try to make a Sonoran-sized hole out the back of the building if you wanted to. Roll a strength check.
I could. No one's gonna blow a hole.
I can blast it. I can blast it. Let me blast it. I'll blast it.
You gonna blast it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want me to actually roll casting, or do you want me to just roll like an int save? Like,
An
I'm
int
just gonna
save.
blast it. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
All right. So yeah, go ahead and roll that in save.
Hard to read this die. 18.
18. So you're just like Sonoran's like, I'll stand here, and then Jess turns around and just blast out the back of the wall, which caused like a huge explosion. Dust fills the room. Sonoran, give me a strength save as you're trying to hold off the zombies as their attention is now drawn to the hole that's been blown away.
Check something here. That is an 18.
Nice. So you're just pushing away and like you're lifting up zombies and pushing them back, and you're sort of standing as a bulwark against these, is letting everybody else get out. Stridio, what are you gonna do?
Stridio is going to try and just basically topple a couple of the zombies so that they're falling on top of themselves, basically creating a wall of themselves.
Oh, nice.
To have to climb over to get to us.
Excellent.
And through.
What kind of save you going to use to do this with?
Well, I figure I'll be just trying to sneak by and trip them up, so dexterity.
All right, what you got?
That is a 23.
Wow, nice. You're just tripping them up. You're doing that whole thing where you pick up a stick and you just run along and like taking them out at the knees, and they're all crumpling, and then others fall on them. Wumba, what you doing?
I think Wumba. I want to make this a Constitution saving throw. So what I'm gonna pitch here is that Wumba just runs and tries to outlast the zombies.
So the few that are actually getting through, like you're just screaming at the top of your lungs,
Screaming, like
like
running around pillars, just trying to
Power
outlast
walking,
them.
just
Right? Yeah.
roll the Constitution save.
The 19.
Wow, everyone did so well. So you're able to quickly get out, and you're all safe. You get out through explosions and power walking, and tripping them up at the
Power
kneecaps.
walking away from the explosions.
Yes, exactly. And so you're
But don't look at them.
yeah. Cool rats never look at explosions.
No.
You all scurry out the back, and you hide behind some of the debris and pillars, and the zombies are all kind of like hanging at they're all trying to push through, but they're all stuck. It's like when two people try to walk through the door at the same time. And so there's just a bunch of them just like, and yeah, so as far as you know, there are 3 other small pillars of light.
Are all the zombies here now, or just like a small group of them?
A group of them took notice that something was happening off in that direction.
Before we do the next one, should we arrange some kind of tripwire or something?
Or maybe one of us distract them.
Just runs around screaming like Wumba was
Yeah.
just doing?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it seemed to work really well. Wumba
It
can
was
do it again.
surprisingly effective.
Yeah, I am
I
I'm a master of being distracted.
So
Distracting.
Distracting.
Aren't you an analyst? Isn't that your job?
I can do it, and then if they get close, I can bonk them, and then there's less to deal with. And I could be the wait, am I zombie bait? Is that what I'm saying I'm doing?
What if
think
we
you're
need
zombie
your
bait,
strength
yes.
in the next one? I guess we could just call you. We're gonna be right there.
Well, I mean, then there's also the idea if maybe the next place will have a door and we can just close it.
Just didn't you mention that you could make fake versions of yourself?
Yes, I can do that. Let me consult my spell tome to see exactly how that works. My spell tome. It is called. It's something. It's in the writing of the old ones. I don't actually know how to.
It requires
pronounce it.
translation and reconsulting,
Um,
backwards compatibility.
I can make 3 illusory duplicates of myself for 1 minute.
Okay.
They mimic my actions but shift position. So that is
yeah.
what I can do. And they have some defense too.
So perhaps we could leave them behind and distract the undead while we go to the next towers.
Yeah, just as they appear in my space. I don't know what my space is.
The chat has been illusionary. Can you say that? Illusionary.
Illusionary, dear Watson. I just misquoted Sherlock
Boo.
Holmes just to annoy you.
Boo! Sherlock Holmes never said that.
I know he didn't because he didn't have the word snack back then.
To be fair, you can make the argument that there's a spots. Never mind.
Trying to get Eddie to go on a Sherlock Holmes rant.
I know. I'm just going to stop myself. No.
As he's playing a character clearly named after the Grey Mouse Detective.
Right?
That said, yeah, can we say that my illusory guys can like run around this area?
Yeah, you send them on a wild goose chase for a minute, and
Benny Hill music plays.
Yeah, totally. Like they're going, they go down one alley, then come back another, and then like you meet yourselves in the middle, and then you have like a tea party in the corner with it. That whole thing happens.
Excellent.
Cool. So you have enough time to sort of lose the hordes, and you head over to the next pillar or the next building with the pillar of light, and you think you have enough time here before they'll catch on to where you're at. So you walk in. And you see not one pillar, but 10 here with that. They all look the same. They all have their own flaming rock, but you're not sure which one is the true one.
Do any of you have any kind of illusory piercing science? Science, that's what you call it.
I have arrows.
I have arrows.
Yeah. Wait, there are 3 of them.
We have bonk
No,
technology.
there are 10 of them.
There are 10 of them.
There are 10 of them. Okay.
I have
Alright,
detect
I
magic, but I
misheard.
feel like that's just going to detect all of them.
Yeah, there's a lot of
They
magic.
all have stones in them.
But I mean,
Yep,
wouldn't-
sure as all magic.
Wait, does it still detect the types? Because then
No,
it might.
just the presence
Okay.
of magic.
Binary thing.
And
They lined up in
and
any
each
way.
each of them have like the beam going up and out through the roof thing.
They all
Or is
do.
that- they all do. What happens if I stick my hand between a rock and a beam?
They all feel pretty real.
Your ball bursts into flame. Ah.
Your hand feels a little weird when you put it in there.
How are they arranged?
Are they? That's what I was just gonna ask.
They're arranged pretty randomly around the room, as far as you can tell, to sort of mess up the pattern even more.
Which one
Is
is,
it
in
just-
the
is it just a-
middle?
Is it just a pillar with a rock on it? That's it?
Yeah, they're all 10 pillars with rocks on them. The
Are
flaming
any
rock,
of them?
of course.
Are any of them in? Wait, like were all the ones that we have encountered? Were they in the middle of the room before?
Yes, but there are none in the middle of the room to throw off to sort of enhance the illusion this time.
Okay, if I stand in the middle of the room, where's the closest, or like how far away is the closest one to me?
Like 2 or 3 feet.
Okay. Hmm,
Wamba suggests hitting with a stick.
Are you doing math?
yeah.
Are you doing science? Are you sciencing this out? I'm not sure I can magic this out. Are you sciencing this out?
No.
There's like a bunch of equations floating in front of Strudeo's face.
Are they all within 10 feet of each other?
No, they all have a varying distance and a varying placement around the room.
So they're not all within like a 10-foot radius of each other, like a 20-foot?
No.
How big is this room?
How big is this room?
I thought we were in like a small tower thing again.
It's big enough.
It's a small
It's
100
more
by
than
100
20
foot.
feet wide.
Yeah, this one's bigger.
Bigger
This
than my
one-
apartment.
This one's
They
like
look
a
a lot bigger from the. They're a lot bigger on the inside than they look from the outside.
Oh, we're in the
Yeah.
TARDIS room.
It is
Or-
a
or
very
it's-
strong
Oh.
science.
an
I
old
didn't
blown
realize-
out cafeteria or gymnasium or something.
I don't know
along
what
those
those
lines.
words mean.
Okay.
I'm a
Yeah,
snake.
I'm making stuff up. I'm sorry.
Is there anything written on the platforms? Like, is there anything differentiating anything between them?
That's a good question. Why don't you give me a
Yeah, well, like, can I roll no arcana or notice or anything?
You could.
I would also like to do one of those things.
Sonoran's not going to think of it on his own, but he's going to follow other people's suit when he sees
Natural
Okay.
20.
Natural
rodents
20.
looking at stuff.
Okay,
That
yeah.
beats my 17.
Yeah, that beats my 4, whatever edition it would be.
Basil's looking around and trying to puzzle this out. And as you're looking at one pillar to the next, yeah, there are slight differences between them. Just very minute details. And you've seen 3 of these already, so you kind of know what they look like, and you've messed with a few of them, so you're kind of aware of the intricacies of them. And yeah, you do end up finding one that you're like, I think this is it. And you end up pulling off the rock, and the rest of them disappear, and that pillar is left alone there, silent in the middle of the room. Or not.
I imagine Basil like pulls out like a magnifying glass, just examining each of them.
I actually have a
very
magnifying glass. I would say just pulls it out and just hands it to you.
carefully. Okay, fair enough.
Like
And it's
that is literally in my rucksack.
nice.
It's like an alchemist thing.
And then yeah, like boop, this is the one you wish.
You can keep that if you'd like. You seem to make good use of it.
The rock? No, I don't.
No, the magnifying glass.
Oh. Well, thank you. I suppose it was rather
My
useful.
eyes are sort of on the sides of my head. It's
Okay.
a little.
Okay, let's. I think we should go faster because more zombies.
They're chasing my illusions. They're fine.
Yeah, you poke your head out and you see like zombies chasing other zombies. Like there's zombies dressed up like you being chased by other zombies. It's kind of weird.
They
But
made
if-
you. They made the Hughes zombies, and you make an angry zombie.
Technically, if the illusions take damage, they dissipate. Technically, as per the spell.
I think they're going after ones that are dressed like you too because they taste better. than
I don't
the
know how
illusion.
zombies work. They might not do damage.
They did damage to
They do damage.
to Big
I think
Basil.
I think it's just funnier that they're never able to catch up to actually do damage to them. So
Humor is a strong motivator.
Ever. Dude.
You just now noticed?
I just saw the zombies one.
Uh,
I saw the rock jokes. Anyway.
Are they in your head? The zombies.
just the
Boo.
worst.
If you date a zombie, they are in
Ooh.
fact your zombie.
I'm going to the next tower, leaving all these people behind.
Good
I'm
choice.
following Basil.
Basil and Stradeo enter the next tower.
I'm going to. We're all going.
And Wamba follows as well.
I'm not saying zombie in character. You know that.
You all end up in the next one. You still have to sneak around to sort of keep yourselves away from the rest of the zombies, but at this point, it's just comical. You enter into the next tower, and there is a pillar with a rock on top. But you're just like, well, I'm just gonna go up and take it, and you can't pull it off. In fact, it kind of like singes your hands, and you pull back, and you notice there's like a little plaque on it with scrawled writing that says, "If you have me, you will want to share me. If you share me, you will no longer have me."
Secret.
Yeah, that one's pretty easy, wasn't it?
What's the secret?
Nothing right now.
There aren't any
Answer.
secrets. Answer.
The answer.
Riddle
That's
answer.
exactly what
secret.
someone would say if they had a secret.
Jess just blurts out secret, and that one just the flame goes out of the rock, and it lands on top of its pedestal.
I like the idea that nobody even had a chance to read it. Just like walked up and was like, secret.
Like, what are you talking about?
Magic word. Science word. Word of science.
I didn't know secret could deactivate magic.
Oh, it
Cool.
was the answer to a riddle. It was a puzzle. It was a word puzzle. Do you like word puzzles? I like.
Oh, it was
Oh,
security.
okay. Oh, okay, good. Because I was gonna yell at the next magic that
I don't
is
know
used
that
against
will
me.
help. Just yelling the word secret.
Well, good. Now I know.
I don't know that it will help any more than yelling the word pie or the word pinwheel.
Oh, pie? Oh shit, I had pie
Pigeon.
in the refrigerator. My mom brought it for my
No.
birthday. I forgot about that. Cool. So,
Or curse.
there's one last tower, and you walk in, and there's a zombie chained to the pillar with the flaming rock above it, and he just has this really frowny face on his sunken, rotted face.
Why the long face?
It kind of smirks, but you get the feeling like I've heard that one before.
Hey, buddy, zombie. How you doing?
He looks a little chained down.
Are you hungry? Your skin and bones. Would you like an egg?
It'd be excellent.
Would you like a cricket?
No, you correct. Left behind.
I know. Yeah, I had a pouch of them, so I'm actually wondering now if I have a pouch of living crickets now.
I feel like you
Bouncing
do.
everywhere.
Like you stopped at the bait shop on the way.
I open
on
up
the
and
way
it's like
here.
a cicada swarm.
So yeah, the zombie chuckles every once in a while when you talk to it, but it's just like it's not reacting otherwise.
It was a joke. It likes funny things.
I poke it.
Don't poke it. We poked a zombie last time and got
Alright.
bitten.
Wumba goes up to the zombie, covers his eyes, and then when he pulls his hands back, he's doing the bug eyes. And then he covers his eyes again, and the normal eyes. And just does that
imagine
a
you
couple
as Marty
times.
Feldman from Young Frankenstein every time you talk about the bug eyes thing.
Majesty, if I can't see it, it can't see me.
Walk this way.
Sonoran is really just tilting his head looking at Wumba.
Hey, can we have that rock? Why?
Were you doing the like thumb thing? It chuckles at that as well. It
I
just-
like use the flame of the rock to do like shadow puppets. Like, wait a minute, I can do strange things.
Strange things.
I pick up a leather bag out of my satchel because in my house I have lots of bags and a satchel, and I make it taste like brains with prestidigitation, and I hand it to him.
How do you know what brains taste?
It just says I can make it taste like whatever I want. I don't have to know what it tastes like. It doesn't say that. I can make it taste like.
Listen,
Tough crowd.
mistakes happen.
I make it taste like flesh, fresh flesh,
I mean, who hasn't accidentally eaten a brain before him? Come on.
sugar,
I mean,
sugar.
if
liver.
he eats eggs, sometimes the eggs are a little bit riper than normal.
He said he didn't
Yeah,
want
there's
the
your
eggs. I tried
brains.
to offer him an egg in his trying times, and he did not want one. So the question now is, do you want food? Do you want entertainment? Do you like light shows? Do you like,
like
bodily
heavy shows.
harm? Do you like blood and guts and gross things? No, okay.
Do you want to be unchained?
Do you like music?
Do you want to be sedated?
I wanna be
That
sedated.
was
There it
our
is.
other game, Eddie. That was our other game. Do you like music? Do you like dancing?
How secure are the chains?
It's pretty secure.
Oh,
Are you going to bite us if we unchain you? Do you promise? Okay.
He seems legit.
I
So-
don't really have the tools to unchain, so I'm just going to try to yank it out of the wall.
They're old and rusty, and he's able to get out, but he just kind of like squats in front of the pillar.
Do you want to rock like that one? Do you want to join your friends outside? Are they your friends? Do you want to die?
Wow. Wow.
I'm trying to help. No, like if he
You want
wants
to
to
be-
die, I can help him move on.
You want to be our friend?
You could be our friend.
We
Do you
could-
want
we
to
could
be
do
friends with some lizards that don't understand math but impale people on bones?
They're fairly specific.
Do you want to be friends? Do you want to travel with us?
I think he just wants to see some slapstick comedy.
Okay.
He
You'll
said he
see
liked
some-
music more than he liked comedy.
I am
Entertainment
going
in
to
general.
spend a couple of slots to do body warp, which allows me to stretch my limbs up to 3 feet and or flatten and reshape my form.
Oh, wow. Cool.
Run into a wall while you do it. So
oh
it
yeah,
looks
no, I'm
like
gonna just
a
straight up
splat.
cartoon bullshit. Yeah.
Ooh, okay. If that's what you're gonna do, then I'm joining in, so that way we could do it together.
Nice.
Can you
So-
body warp like other people?
No, it is, I believe it's just myself. Let me double check.
Okay. 'Cause I would join you, but I can't. Do
no,
that.
range itself. Yeah,
Mhm.
I can only do it myself.
Yeah.
You guys are on the right track. Like you do this slapstick comedy running into walls bit, and the zombie just starts laughing hysterically to the point where like his jaw breaks off and it's just like flapping, and he has to like reattach it. And then when he does this one boisterous laugh, that's when the rock itself just sort of the flame diminishes and slaps down onto the pillar. He's just like, oh, he just like claps at you, and you think he's congratulating you.
I'm using prestidigitation to add hilarious sound
Thanks,
effects to their
Nice. Okay.
to their antics because I can
Yes.
create instantaneous, harmless sensory effects like music and noises. So whenever they run into things, boy, ah, ooga, ooga.
The
I will
zombie
take
is-
my super long arm and grab the rock.
Ba-doing!
this zombie loves you guys, and like she's like,
I feel like we gotta give him
For
one
2
more
fucking power slots, you better.
performance.
he kinda
One more
wants to come
performance
along
before
with
we
you.
go.
Oh yeah.
Yes, zombie
I'm
friend.
good with that. Let's let him out. Is there a lock to the chain?
He's already
Oh,
been
wait, he's
let
already
out.
unchained,
He's just
that's right.
laughing at us.
Yeah.
Yes, he's already been unchained.
Night of the Fun
Dead.
Dead. Thank you,
Okay.
Nautilus.
It is a fun day. Well done, chat.
Night of the Laughing Dead.
So cool. Now we have pet zombie.
We have
Yes.
pet zombie.
Not our pet, he's our friend.
What happens
Is
when
our
he
friend-
does get hungry?
Oh, we should ask him what his name is or her. I don't
Gordon?
understand the gender of skeletons or zombies.
Aloysius.
What's your name, bub?
Do you like Aloysius?
Wait a second.
He's caddy. Or cadaver.
Not a cadaver. You cut cadavers open to learn science. We're not going to cut him open. He's Aloysius. He's our friend.
Then Zeke. Zeke the zombie.
Why can't we just call him Aloysius? He just said Aloysius. He knows
You
his
said a
name.
word.
Said a word. Aloysius. Aloysius it is.
Aloysius it is.
We could sing a song based on an old folk tune that goes, Aloysius zombie, Aloysius zombie is our friend.
Snoring will hum along.
This is what I work with every day, folks. This is my life.
That was, I don't.
And
Okay.
there's not enough money in the world, right?
Right. Cool. So you have Aloysius the zombie as your new friend, who follows you out, and you realize that with all of the pillars, the alchemic energies dissipate. The other zombies, they're now bumping into walls and falling apart. In that center globe kind of cracks open, and out steps this white rat with like this black like pompadour hair, and just kind of looks at you just like, why'd you go and break my alchemic circle?
Is that rat wearing a wig?
It's very
I've
nice
never
wig.
seen a rat wearing a wig before.
I think he is.
That's very
it
strange. Should I
looks
put a
un-
wig on my
it-
hat?
It looks unnatural.
Does the white fur appear to be bleached, or is it naturally white?
Oh no, it's bleached. This guy's he's got like a schmuck with like zombie arms hanging off of it, and like he's got like a torso under his arm as he's just looking at you. He's just like, I don't appreciate you coming in my work spot and ruining my work. It's not cool.
Is he with the cult? Is he a cultist?
He is a cultist.
You a cultist?
Yes, I'm a cultist, and I need y'all to go away and die. So Bone Burst, get him.
He's our Aloysius is already dead.
It's true.
That
Yeah. See.
Yeah.
See.
what the hell's in? You know what? Just I want y'all.
Would you
just
spare
need to be dead.
Aloysius because he's already dead?
If look, the other rats and mice down here are saying you're causing problems and RF chaos raiding all over the place.
Right.
Are you RF Chaos raiding us?
Not well. I mean, you're raiding my house, not. You know what? Just
He does have a
bombers.
point.
Go get them. Go eat them. And these little chattering little skulls on the ground go after you. Everybody give me initiative rolls.
16.
And
16?
don't land it.
No, that beats my 7.
11.
14.
Might as well waste my 2 on popcorn initiative, right?
Yeah,
There you
right.
go.
Yeah, true.
Okay, 17. That's the highest.
So there's cultist and how many skulls?
3.
Just thinking about what I can do while something else goes.
Who got that
Hey,
17?
Wumba, can you do that thing again?
I got a 16.
Oh, 16. Sorry. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
you're first.
Okay. I will go and shoot a skull.
Okay.
Wait, it's the skulls in him, or is he staying out of this fight?
No, it's the skulls in him.
Okay. No, I'm gonna go after the big guy. And that is a 19.
19 hits. Wow, look at that.
Nice. 7 plus 6, that's 13 damage.
13 damage. Holy crap. Wow, that was a lot of damage. Holy crap. Okay. Next. Who's next?
Next,
Do me.
I was gonna say let's let Wumba go. He
Okay,
goes
Wumba.
at the tail end.
Wumba's gonna do some of that nice empathic polarization. Give everyone +3s on attack rolls and saving throws, and give them -3s to attack rolls and saving throws.
Oh, nice.
And pass it to Sonoran.
You pass it to me as I'm spending one of my. You guys can all have a fortune.
Oh,
Which one of the? Yeah, Shardio, you're the one who got close, or was last to attack. Does a? Ooh, that's a lot. Ooh, look at that. Yeah, does it somewhere in the upper 20s hit you?
Oh no way in hell.
No.
no.
Yeah,
Okay.
no.
No.
Okay,
The
cool.
defense
Yeah.
is like 34. So,
yeah.
We're on level 20, don't you know?
Theoretically, though, how much damage would I have gotten?
allegedly.
How much damage? That's a good question. So let's just roll some damage here, as
Hypothetically.
hypothetically.
science.
For science, you would take 19 damage.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
okay.
Nope, you would take 19 damage.
Okay, good. Because for science, I would theoretically only have 12 health.
Okay, cool. So let's just say that we've jumped over to a verse where you did take that damage. So you
Oh,
took
man.
that damage.
That sucks.
Does a 14 hit you?
No.
No. Okay. So he like touches you with one hand, and you just feel like this weird thing, and like it cripples your body. But then he tries to like throw an acid flask at you, and it misses. But it like explodes in like fire, acid, and thunder, and all different arrangements. Cool.
Is the thunder funky?
Like, funky, like get down funky? Or?
Funky like Funky Thunder is a Vorpal Tales person.
Totally sounded strange. It was definitely Funky Thunder.
Yeah. Basil, you can go next.
Well, since Tradeo is injured, I'm going to go ahead and spend my last 2 slots on Mend Health, which means that I get 2 die 8 plus my affinity bonus. So it is. Tradeo, you get 13 stamina back. I think put you back at the full,
thank
right?
you.
Yeah.
It gets me closer. That's 25.
So Basil puts his paw onto Stradeo and starts chanting different formulae, and then most of Stradeo's wounds heal.
Nice.
And I will pass it to... Has Soren gone yet?
I have not.
All right, go on.
Don't hurt my friend, I'm gonna yell, and I hit him with the. Just check to make sure I'm hitting him with the right thing. I got a couple of things to hit with. I'm gonna hit him with the flail
Okay, cool.
because I don't think he's undead.
No.
So I don't think the silver mace will work. The ladle.
I forgot we had that until just now. Like, we could have used that on the weird potion. It might have worked.
Maybe.
Alas.
What's your roll?
So we get a +3 then. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh
So it's
yeah,
an
that's
18
right.
hit.
18 does hit.
All right. And it's just on the roll, not on the damage, right?
Mm-hmm.
6 damage.
6 damage. Nice.
And then Jesk, the little heads don't move on their own, or do they? Yeah, let's have Jesk go anyways.
Okay. Jesk.
Okay, so what am I looking at here? How many skulls are there?
3.
And there's one Labator red.
Yes.
Can I position myself in such a way to catch them all in a 5-foot wide blast without hitting my friends?
Yeah, because they haven't. The skulls have not gone yet, so they haven't really broken away from them just yet. So yeah, you'd hit them all.
I'm about to catch lightning bolt.
Ooh.
It's 100-foot length,
Oh.
5-foot wide lightning
Nice.
bolt. And I rolled a 24 with my bonus. So
Nice.
Wow, that
guess
definitely
who's
hits.
about to roll 66 damage. This is my 1/3 level spell. 20 damage.
Ooh.
And it catches everything. Hang on. I have to consult my Tome of Wonders.
That hits them all for 20.
Oh, they all take a saving throw.
Oh, okay.
First of all, a dex saving throw.
Oh, dex saving throw. Okay. He makes it. They do not.
Okay, so he takes 10 damage. They all take 20. And flammable objects in the area that are not being worn or carried are now on fire.
Nice. So yeah, he's got 1 hit point left. So that the skulls explode in just disgusting, gross bone bits everywhere, and it knocks him on his ass, and he just falls and slides. He's got little patches of fire on him and stuff. Not looking great. And he just like, oh, what the hell happened? Holy crap! What? What's going on? Oh yeah, let's fight. You ruined
Maybe we
everything.
should question him before we go on, since he's very hurt.
Stay away. Don't touch me with lightning. Oh god.
I already did. Have any of us not gone? Have we all gone?
One bus. Not gonna-
Oh, I'll pass it to Wumba. I
No,
apologize.
Oh, yeah.
Wumba
Wait, no.
win.
Wait, Wumba went. Has anyone
Yeah.
not
Oh.
gone?
Then I think
Has
it's
everyone
it.
gone?
Yeah,
Everyone
okay.
has gone in the
We've all
round.
gone.
It's the top of the
Yes.
round.
In that case, yeah.
Let me see. What could I do?
We should question him. We shouldn't kill him. We should
Yes.
ask him what he knows about the
So,
tomb.
so we should not kill him, knock him out. That way we
I
Wumba's
mean,
can
we can
gonna-
knock him out, but we're gonna have to revive him and ask him about the tomb.
I just realized we have forgotten something in last round.
Mm.
Aloysius did not get to go.
Aloysius did
Aloysius.
not get to go.
No.
I
Aloysius.
passed my turn to Aloysius.
Aloysius, attack!
He goes up and starts gumming his head, like trying to get
Oh,
at
he
his
doesn't have
brains.
teeth?
I mean, he's got a few teeth, but you know.
I know
Take
he has
him a while.
teeth. Remember, he lost his jaw when he was
Right,
laughing.
yeah.
Yeah, but he righted it.
You put it back on, I thought. I don't
Yeah,
know.
His
he did.
teeth all fell
Yeah,
out
but
when
it
he was laughing
doesn't-
so hard.
It doesn't stay in very
No,
well.
because he fell off. It's not connected so well anymore. So when he gnaws, it's just kind of like this really weak, like.
It's more like a gumming than a bite.
Even if teeth were involved, it's just yeah.
It does 1d0 damage.
So yeah, for all
How
intents
about
and
a
purposes,
1-1 with a -1 modifier?
this poor bastard is just knocked. He's on fire. frazzled from being hit by lightning, and now his head is being gummed by a zombie. What do you do?
Laugh, mostly.
I mean, now it's top of the round, so whatever Wumba wants to do now.
All right.
I just want to make sure
Wumba-
Aloysius had his turn.
Well,
Yeah,
we
we have
should
to let him have his turn. And then Wumba goes up. And for clarification, we were looking for a tomb, I heard?
Yes.
Yep.
You are
Okay,
correct.
so Wumba goes up like 3 inches away from his face.
Love that our analysts forgotten why we're here. It's just like, they're zombies. It's weird.
There were zombies. It was weird, man.
Why are we here again? I don't
These
even
walls
remember.
were very interesting. I'm sorry. Wumba gets real close to him. Where's the tomb?
No, what the tomb? Oh,
Trying to intimidate him.
the tomb. Oh, well, you know.
Where is it?
Can you get this thing off my head? What? Oh,
Won't you tell us?
He's
Oh.
harmless.
all right.
Let Aloysius gum you.
But gross, messing up my hair. Anyway,
deserve it.
so yeah, the tomb. It's in the radio tower. It's part of our masterful experiment. We're gonna,
What's a radio tower?
What's a radio tower?
Experiment.
It's the thing at the center of town. Don't you know what you're talking about? Don't you
No,
know science?
Radio isn't a word. Science is. Tower is. But science tower?
I'm sorry,
Keep
the
it
radio
There we go.
tower.
Oh, the radio
Oh.
tower.
Right.
I
Your
get
accent
it.
is very strange.
Dumb skulls. All right. So yeah. Anyway. Yeah. It's in there. Here, take my key. It'll help you get in. You're probably gonna need a third one to complete the access codes. But once you're in, you'll find the darkest of science.
Dark.
That was not at all creepy.
What is
Bringing
dark?
people back to life
No,
as
just
zombies.
the dark. No, that was my job. But the rest of it will be the combination of the darkest of sciences.
What does the absence of light have to do with the type of science?
Well, I mean, we
They're
didn't want
studying the dark.
Also,
we
is the laugh part of the name? Is that necessary when you're saying the name?
to. No, it's funny because you're all gonna die too.
It really
So-
wasn't funny because none of us laughed.
I can
Oh.
see in the dark. I'm not sure why dark science would be an impediment to me.
Well, we didn't want
We
to call
have
it.
flash. We have these things that burn too.
Also, we've
that
survived
make
some very
life.
dangerous situations, including
Yes,
being
and-
stabbed by people who can't count.
And we have torches and we have a skeleton front.
Oh, right. Oh,
You're not very good at this, are you?
Well, all right. Look, we didn't want to call it evil science because that would just be bad. So it's just dark science, all right? So
That doesn't
Yeah.
make
Oh,
any
you
sense.
mean dark is in? Oh, okay. You mean like to describe? Okay, not the actual science being
man, I really wish that lightning
like
bolt had
lights
killed me.
out.
Can we have the key, please?
Yes, here you go.
Thank you.
So what you keep saying? Okay, you're describing it. I get it now. You're
Sure.
describing it, but what?
Sorry, he's a cultist. They don't make sense.
The darkest of sciences.
It doesn't
what-
make any
what-
sense.
What is the darkest?
I've got
science?
dark eyes. They're not evil. Nothing you're saying makes sense.
I'll
He's
tell
from
you-
laboratory. He thinks everything's evil.
Well,
No,
I mean,
he's everything evil.
He is, and he.
Wait a minute. Why do you bleach yourselves white if you practice dark science? Shouldn't you dye yourselves black
it's the
or
irony.
brown or like a dark, deep gray lavender color?
Dark secrets you'll never know.
I think
Why
a
is
navy
everything
blue
dark?
would look good.
Anyway, can you just
What can it be
You
like?
do know we're underground, right?
right? Could you?
Well, yes, but that means that they would blend in better and be better
That's my point.
camouflaged
You
if they.
can't tell if it's
Right.
darkest science or not because it's actually underground.
It's
Well,
true.
actually,
Everything's
wouldn't-
dark down here.
Wouldn't the
Aloysius
light
kill.
sciences be the bad sciences though? Because
just
I mean, if you're in the
slowly
dark and the
trying
light
to
suddenly
inch
just
away as you're all talking amongst
Right,
Hey,
Wumba
wait, you can't leave
glares
yet.
at him.
I'm going to
oh.
search him.
Just gonna grab him and pick him up and hold him. Just like, you can't leave.
No, you search him and you find in his pocket is this little handheld device that it has a button on it.
I will take that.
Mhm.
Also, I will search inside the orb he was in.
Is it a shiny candy-like button?
Yeah, it's kind of like a silver little small cylinder that fits in the palm of your hand and it has a single button on the end.
I will give the
on the
button to Basil because Basil knows science and I know magic.
Can I use Roll No Arcana to understand what the button does?
Yes.
Ooh, 19.
19. You click the button and you see that one end lights up with a red light.
Basil! Basil!
I believe this is a device to manipulate cats.
Basil, have you heard? Have you heard of the treasure known as the Red Star? This is like a small portable version of the Red Star. One of my pirate friends told me about it. They said that you put it on a ship that emits a red beam, and if you follow it, you'll find treasure at the end, and it really affects cats.
Is it possible you may have been lied to?
No, this was a very trustworthy parrot.
A trustworthy parrot.
Yes. Simone of the 18 coins.
Click. Put it away.
Okay. You said you wanted to check inside. You can see inside that he's got all kinds of different tables with different cadavers and things that he's splicing together to make different types of zombies.
Are there any not cadavers?
No, everything in here is cadaverish.
Is that like a scalpel? Or...
It's just corpses all the way down.
He's
Stacks
like
of
using
corpses.
corpses to cut other corpses. I'm like, how is he doing this?
He's got a
Bone
stool
knife.
made of corpses to sit down on when
He
he's
has a
done.
literal bone saw.
He gets a skin towel to wipe his forehead when he's
Oh
done.
my god.
Skin
yeah.
isn't very absorbent.
No.
That's why
No, it's
that's
a
why he's
hair
so dirty.
towel.
It's
Hair
skin and
towel.
Pugmire,
It's
so
an
it's
entire
it's a
towel
fur
made
towel.
of nothing
It's
but
a fur towel.
fur. Yes, made of nothing but fur. Yes.
Man.
Yeah.
And so
Smells
He's
like
a
wet dog
monster.
after.
The floor, on the other hand, is leathered.
it seems that you all have solved the problem of the suburb of the dead.
We have.
Yes.
Oh,
you
and
have.
we're taking him back to the town.
Oh, we should give him to Marmalade. Yes.
Yes.
Are you?
Because we
They can
shouldn't
decide his fate.
we shouldn't extract justice on him. They should.
Perhaps he should be impaled on the bones of fish.
Oh,
Perhaps we should knock him out
We
first.
may not have time, but what if we send Aloysius to take him back into town?
Aloysius, can you take him back into town, or is he too strong for you?
We...
What if we knock him out? Knock him out.
Yes.
Pumped.
Is there?
he gets
Is there
on the
any-
head.
Are any of the lab tables like on wheels, on gurneys?
Oh, like a
Oh.
gurney?
Oh, good
Yeah,
call.
or like a back table for procedures.
Mm.
Knock
yes.
him out, put him on a gurney, chain the
Yeah.
gurney to Aloysius.
Snoring, bonk.
Chain
There you
him
go.
to the gurney as well.
Yeah.
It's gonna be kind of weird when a zombie shows up into town with,
Put
We'll
a
write
sign
him a
on
note.
him.
Right.
Yeah,
Right
that
here.
says,
Right
I
now.
am a friendly zombie. My name is Aloysius.
I'm
Please.
I have no teeth.
Aloysius.
Please do not kill me.
Please do comedy for me.
Yeah.
He has a name tag. Hello, my name is Aloysius.
Hello, my name is Aloysius.
I
Please
like-
do
Please do
Long
comedy
walks.
for me.
I like long walks in the suburb of the dead. I like comedy routines, especially slapstick. I dislike the taste of brains when imposed onto leather. And I also dislike Elvis rats.
This is a really big hello, my name is.
Well, it's
Yeah.
a scroll. It's like a
Yeah.
scroll, but I like.
Hello, my name is
pinned
Anna.
it.
112.
I like.
Is
pin it
there
to
any
him.
research that this rat has been doing that is?
cadaverish.
No, it's
undead
just
research.
cadavers.
Yeah.
It's dark science.
Okay.
It's written on other cadavers. Yeah.
I know there's dark science here, but does he happen to have any random healing potions for any?
No, the dark.
Oh, do you need a healing potion still?
No. Well, I mean, I'm sure we're gonna get some rest before the next place we stop at. But
That is true.
No,
We would.
we have snack potions.
Are you? Yeah, no, I can give you a healing potion right now. Would you like some healing potion?
well, I keep getting stabbed, so a healing potion would be nice to have. On hand.
Okay. It deals one. It heals one stamina die.
Heals and
Okay.
deals are two very different verbs.
It deals one stamina die worth of health. You can roll a
Awesome.
stamina die and get some health back.
There you go. And so, yeah, that's where we'll leave it till next awesome time.
Thank God.
Very cool. As always, you can find us on the social medias at Vorpal Tales. Check out our Patreon at patreon.com/Vorpal Tales. We are Vorpal Tales, and we play awesome adventures and terrifying tales almost twice a week now. It's a lot. See your calendar
Don't
that
play
pops
too
up.
much, honestly. I get a lot of notifications.
It's a lot of
on my
it's a lot
phone,
of
just-
stuff, but it's fun, and we have fun. And you can check out when things are happening on our calendar at our website at vorpaltales.com, Twitch channel, all that fun stuff. We got merch that you can buy, coffee cups with our logos. Pretty cool. I have been at SpaceLordPJs. You can check out my doodle website at cartoon.ninja. Everyone, plug your pluggables. Let everyone know where they can find you next, what cool stuff you're doing on the internet, and yeah.
You go first again. Order from earlier.
Okay. Right. Yeah. I'm Kisama. I've been Wumba Big Eyes, and you can find me on Twitter at TrueKisama. You can find me on Friday back on twitch.tv/Vorpal Tales for some Contagion Chronicle.
My name's Dixie Cochran. I work for Onyx Path. You can find me everywhere at Dixie Cyanide. I have been Jesk Everchild, the snake alchemist this evening. I will continue to be Jesk Everchild for as long as people will have Jesk around because I like him. Forever. He's very fun. Also, it is forever. That's why his last name is Everchild because Ever can be here in our game.
Well done. Well done.
But yeah, so you can find me everywhere at Dixie Cyanide, and I am only doing this stream right now. So you can see me at Gen Con Online in like a month-ish at a few panels. Past that, who knows? I'm in Discords hanging out.
You can also hear Dixie and me every Friday on the Onyx Pathcast, where we talk about Onyx Path publishing and all sorts of other stuff, including apparently recently musical theater and band names. So,
But also we talked about Squeaks in the Deep and a bunch of other things.
we do talk about Squeaks in the Deep. And I am Eddie. I am the creator of the Realms of Pugmire. You can find out more at realmsofpugmire.com. You can also go to Kickstarter right now and get us the next like $93 we need to get to the next stretch goal. We have like 37
Oh no,
hours left.
$48. No, wait,
48.
no, we hit it.
Got
We hit
it.
stretch
Oh,
goal.
yes.
Yes.
Woo!
Woohoo!
All right, we got it.
Woo! I was looking at the last two numbers, not the first two.
Okay.
So yes, we have hit ready-made characters. I don't think
Woohoo.
that James has updated the thing yet because it is 11 o'clock at night, so it may be tomorrow.
Right.
I don't think he's as feverishly, terrifyingly watching this one as the last one. But yes, you'll have more updates and more stretch goals announced very soon within the next, I'd say, 12 hours.
Yes, so come to Kickstarter.com, search for Squeaks in the Deep. There is a link in the chat, or you can go to realmsofpugmire.com. You can find also Dixie and I at theonyxpath.com.
Very cool.
Zach.
I am Zachary Naldre, he, him. I can be found on the internets at Zach Rules, which is somewhere below my face here. I have written some community content. It's all pinned on my Twitter, so go there and check it out. And I have stuff coming that I can't talk about yet, but follow. You'll find out when it's ready.
It's a secret.
Hello all, I am Devin. You can find me online at Sort of Sullied. I have been Storyguide McSqueaks. And next time you can find me is on Monday for Delta Green.
Ooh.
Very cool. Is that it? That was it.
Well, you're a person.
I am
Say
a
bye.
person.
Is he a person?
He's a corpse.
Ah.
Is he playing Aloysius only now?
Yes.
Oh wow.
I only see your face as Aloysius now, Sean.
I don't know how I feel about that. So finally, it's that time again, everyone. Vote for who your favorite player was tonight. Also, until the end of the show reel, viewers can vote for their favorite cast, and that'll end up being a fortune in their pocket. So, yeah. Dixie, who's your favorite?
Oh god, I'm so torn between two of you. Do I give it to Sonoran for the bunks or Wumba for the distractions? I think just on pure role-playing night, I have to give it to Wumba. I have to give it to Key. Because first of all, amazing stealth checks, but second of all, amazing flailing and being distracting. And then being an analyst when you really had to buckle down and do it. Like doing your job when you needed to. So yeah.
Nice.
Thank you.
Key, who do you vote for?
I'm giving it to the sneaky little snake stack.
I have so much fortune. I'm going to get my fortune already. I haven't used it yet.
Very
You
cool.
have to suck more.
Oh, Devin.
I am going to give it to Basil for charisma throwing zombies.
I do love that zombies are susceptible to charisma. That's like so against all zombie lore. Like, hey, zombies, why don't you look over there?
It was because it was an innate reaction. A Rote of the Dead.
It was perfect. It was perfect.
Exactly.
Road of the
They
Dead.
had no clue.
I
what they were
love
gonna
it. I love it. Road of the Living Dead.
hit. Nice.
Zach.
So I'm gonna give it to Stradeo because I think maybe he could use some of that fortune to heal up some. he took it like a champ.
You have a lot less health than I did. I keep forgetting that snakes are like sturdy. We have like serpents and snakes especially have extra like stamina. So I'm like, oh right, I actually don't have the least health in the group.
Cool. And Eddie.
I'm also going to give it to Studio for some of the excellent planning that we pulled off today.
Definitely.
So, definitely Studio was
There
the mastermind this week, which is a low bar, but it was a bar that was there.
Woohoo! I beat the 6-inch pole.
Oh,
we're
you
not a
just got
planning
one,
group.
Sean.
What?
Sean, you've been given one in chat for great zombie roleplaying. For your
Excellent.
portrayal of Aloysius, they have given the Guide of Fortune.
I dig
Why
it.
would you don't get that guy fortune? What are you doing?
Yeah.
That's fair. That's fair.
Wait, so that means Aloysius got a fortune.
Aloysius got the fortune, yes.
Yes.
All
I
right.
think Aloysius is a character sheet, y'all. I don't think Aloysius has stats.
Honestly,
does
at this
not.
point, by the end
Hey.
of this, Aloysius is going to be the PC, and we're just going to be his supporting cast.
That sounds
okay
about
with
right.
this.
Okay, cool. All right. All
The
right.
Adventures of Aloysius and his squeakers next.
Aloysius, Squeaks, and Snicks. Yeah.
Bring
Of
into the
course,
deep.
Aloysius would then have the silvered ladle because they are the main character.
Their zombie friend went squeaker's neck.
There you go. All right. Also being excellent to each other players. Well, Squeaker Snacks, you don't have to go home, but you can't keep playing this game tonight. Watch our Vorpal Tales
Can
crew. No. Well, I mean, you may. Anyway.
I do what I want.
Yeah, sure. You could watch us next Tuesday night at 8:30 p.m. where we continue our underground adventures, and check out all our other shows in same Onyx time, same Onyx stream channel. Remember to be a good dog and click that like and subscribe. And for the love of the dice, game on.
Bye.